What is going on, guys? Money Mace here, and today we are back with some Friday the 13th gameplay. Now, I know I haven't posted Friday the 13th in a minute, but we are back, man, and this is the first time I believe posting a video where I play as Jason. Now, this is a bit of an older clip, let me remind you. So, I've upgraded since then. I've got a little bit as Jason, and obviously upgraded my level as Jason. But for now, I just want to show you guys this gameplay because this one was really funny in my opinion. So a while back, I was trying to spread out my videos and stuff as not to post Friday the 13th like every day, but like I still play it a lot. Not as much as I used to, especially now that school started. When I'm recording this video, it was my first day of school. So back in school, but you know we're posting videos. You know I'm still here. You know I'm posting, trying to grow, trying to build, and I hope that you stay here with me. Anyways, let's focus more on the gameplay. So you know that I like to double trap the fuse box as soon as I get into the game. As soon as I come out of the hut, you saw that I placed one down, and then I always do that so in case they go into the hut, they're going to be trapped first off, and then that gives me time to even further catch them because they're going to be trapped, they're going to be injured, and then when they go get the sweater, they're already kind of hurt, so they can just go in there and it's really easy. So I double trap the fuse box because that is the thing that I don't want anything happening to, because once the cops are called, that can basically give a free pass to anyone that gets there successfully. Next thing, I go to the 4-seater car, and since I only have 5 traps, I already used 3, put one at the battery spot or the front of the car, and I put the other one at the gas. Now I know there are kind of glitches, or if you misplace them weird, then the counselors won't be affected by it, and your trap was just no point of having it. But if you have good placement on it, if you're not too close, not too far, and you just have it just right in the middle for where they need to be, you're good to go, man. So you just kind of have to know where they're gonna come in at. Now the only hard part about double trapping the fuse box is that it's hard to perfectly place both of those traps, but I think it's worth it either way because you really don't want that happening. But I forgot to mention too that this is the part 6 or 8. I get them confused, Jason. I want to say part 8, Jason. I know it's the one from Jason Takes Manhattan, whichever one that is. I can't quite remember. I think it's 8, but I'm not too certain on that. I like this one so much because, as you'll see here, it only takes 3 hits to knock down a door, and that's pretty clutch in my opinion. Like, doing that, and then this guy just jumps out the window real stupid. I could just pick him up, almost missed him actually, but pick him up, throw him through the window, easy kill, just like that. Now, I know I haven't posted Friday the 13th in a minute, still haven't unlocked 31 to get, or hit level 31 to unlock that last Jason. So this is the one I still use. I'll probably continue to use because I really like this Jason a lot until they come out with new ones, or you know, whatever the deal is on that. But this Jason is just, I love this Jason a lot just because of the destruction for once, and his ability to in water, and I think his weapon or his grip strength or something is better. I'm looking through here the stalls to see, because normally what they'll do is just hide in the stalls or something or back in that corner, but she didn't go back there. Kind of surprised by that, and you just see a bunch of bubbles over there. There's little like circles pop up, so I was like, all right, they're over there. So I want to go back to the car though to make sure that nothing is happening with that, and nothing was and there's nobody really around in the area. Now I think the only downfall of this Jason is his sense ability is not that great. I don't remember his other like weaknesses, but in my opinion this one is probably the best. An obvious downfall of him is that he can't run like the part 2 Jason and the part 3 Jason, I believe. Whichever one you start off with, and then the one that looks like a farmer, those two can run. I don't think any of the other ones can, but it's not that big of a deal because your abilities and stuff really give you the edge anyway. And with these certain abilities or weapon strength things, just the certain perks that this Jason has, you're good to go anyway. So I don't really think that running is that necessary. If you like to do it, then hey, you like to do it, but it's not that important to me. So I go over to the 2-seater car here because you still got to check this one, but I never trap this one or anything because if they escape in this one, like who cares? It's 2 people. I'd rather kill 6 out of 8 than have the 4-seater escape and only be able to kill 4 out of 8. So you know what I mean? I like to decrease the chances of any counselor getting out, but if they happen to go to the 2-seater, then that's on them. I normally try to get the 4-seater fixed up anyway because I try to get the most people out. I don't want Jason to get the XP points. I want the Jason to fail at his job and let us all escape. So the easiest way to do that obviously is the police. If you can get the 4-seater running and get 4 people to escape with the 4-seater, that's a lot easier said than done. Not only to find the pieces and everything, or parts and put them all together without Jason noticing or trapping or giving any obstacles to you. Just the pure fact that communication and counselor like reliability on each other isn't that strong. She tries to fight me, Deborah. I'm just like, all right, I know you can't fight me. Should have known she had a knife though, because why would she go one-on-one with me? I wasn't thinking. The door was unlocked anyway. Not too sure what I was thinking. That's the hard thing too though. Once they stun you or something, it's really hard to like get your vision back. Obviously she didn't lock it, so the door is wide open again. So I just open that up, and she's running. She's not gonna get very far though. She's already dead. Once you get this far, like, they're most likely gonna die. Now she meets up with another counselor though, which is interesting on her part, but can't save them both. So I go to reach that one, doesn't get her. She's running away. Now she has the shotgun. That's something to be careful of because that can stun you for a while. I had her right there, but Deborah stunned me. Unfortunately, because taking out that shotgun would have been the ideal thing to do in order to kind of, because you want to not only kill all the counselors, obviously, but another thing you want to do is take out the counselors that matter. Deborah is a prime example of that. Grabbed her here, not letting her go this time. So I just do the body slam. So that's a quick one. When I play Jason, I forgot to mention this as well, I have 2 quick kills and 2 weapon kills. So I believe I do every kill in this game. If I don't, you'll for sure see it in another gameplay. I have the tomahawk one with the axe, which I think is really cool. The one starting off, I don't know exactly what it's called, but he like hits them in like the shoulder twice or like the arms or whatever, and then starts to walk away and then comes back and decapitates them. I have that one as well. And then the 2 quick ones are the head punch, where he just swings and punches their head off, and the body slam one, as you saw just there. Those ones are really convenient because you don't need a lot of space to do them, for one, and for 2, they're very quick. Now this part is a little bit of an annoying part. It's gonna, I don't know exactly how to say it. It's gonna annoy you because it definitely annoyed me. So this goes on for a little while of this ring around the rosy game with Tiffany here. And these cabins are the worst spot to do them at because this table is so long and you can't reach over them. And if you're not good with your knives, then I don't know what to tell you. I like to think I'm pretty good with my knives, but I want to save them for other counselors. So since I'm already engaged in this little game of a ring around the rosy, or whatever you want to call it, with Tiffany here, or not Tiffany, my bad, AJ here, I figured why not. So there's a knife there, pick it up because knives are important. And normally when I play Jason 2, if there's a knife available, I always try to grab it because it's always better to have more knives than you need than to not have any knives at all when they are needed. And you will see later in this gameplay that those knives were definitely needed. Anyways, we're still running around. I throw one at her. That's the best way to get her, in my opinion. Don't stand there with your knife and just hold it. Like, don't just act like you're gonna throw it, or even if you're actually gonna throw it, try to like move it to them as quick as possible. As you get through another knife at her, and she's in that final, I like to call it the death stage, because you're likely not gonna live after that. She swings again, so I just bring her over to the fire because I really like this kill, and you get an achievement for the first time you're doing it. This is my 2nd or 3rd time doing it, so real easy. Burned her. And that was also very satisfying after this little game of around the table we played. Burning her was a bit of a satisfaction. So we got this, I don't even know, he came out of nowhere, exactly to the same camp where I died at. There's another AJ coming along. I'm like, alright, where are they going? And I'm just following them. She turns around, I just snatch her up. I figured you'd think she'd have a knife, but she doesn't. So this is the one kill I was talking about where he hits her, I guess multiple times, not only just in the arms. Hits him a few times and then comes back for the final head kill. Now he threw a firecracker there, which was pretty smart by him because that's going to stun me. Most likely it didn't, but you would think it would. So he's running away now. All I got to do, morph over to him, and yeah, he's a goner. I thought anyway. He had a knife, and that's one of the most annoying things about this game when you're playing as Jason. It's a part of the game, so it's not something I'm going to complain about at all. But it is slightly annoying to know when you've got somebody right there and they just have a pocket knife to stab you with. There's nothing you can do about it. There's not that many pocket knives in the game usually, so you don't have to worry about it too much, but you'll get like stabbed probably like 2 or 3, on average, 2 or 3 times a game, and it's going to be annoying because you're going to have them right there ready to kill, and they just get away. But he didn't make it far, so got him back, and you know, I had to spice it up a little bit. So here's this tomahawk kill I was talking about right there. My favorite kill in the game, honestly. Like, I just think that's so cool. Just the tomahawk of a fire axe. It's freaking crazy. I find it to be extremely awesome, but hey, you might have your differences. Who knows? So I basically cleared out a majority of the camp, but there are a few people left. No idea where they can be. And at this point in the stage as Jason, after I kill out the majority of the people that are running around trying to do their own thing, I try to sense, and I just morph to random places because you just kind of got to guess where they're at. You have no strategy. The cops aren't called, so it's not like they're camping out at a certain spot or making their way over anywhere. They're just hiding. So this part can definitely be annoying, especially if somebody is AJ. Since her stealth is a 10 out of 10, it's very difficult to find her. Whether she's hiding, whether she's walking, whether she's standing still, it is hard to find because her stealth is just so good that even if you know she's there and you see her like in the camera view, Jason's sense may not pick up on it. The bad thing is this Jason's sense isn't that good anyway. I mean, it's so good. Jason's sense is so good on any Jason, obviously, but it's just not as good on this Jason. But you know, you live with it. So looking around for these last, I think there's only 2 people left. So I'm just looking around anywhere for them because I don't know where they could be. I try to just pick out the main spots, and then once I check those main spots, I don't know. So my next plan, instead of which to just guess around, to just hit these generators, because if they're in a house, you're gonna hear them scream and you're gonna know where they're at. So I hit this one and nothing. Not a word. So I'll just move on to the next generator. Figure they'd be kind of by the car, kind of still in the area, because that's where everybody else was, where I killed, all down in this lower part of the map here. So try to sense to see if anything's there. Nothing. So I hit this generator, and nope, they're not there either. No screams, no sounds, no nothing. So I just gotta wait for my morph, or I don't know. I need to learn the Jason actually ability names. I know there's sense, stalk, shift, and morph. I think are the other ones, but I get them confused a lot. I think morph is the like fast kind of like run where you get to control where he goes, and then the map thing like this is shift. I don't know. I need to, or is this morph and the other one shift? I don't know. It's not important. So I spawn in there, or morph there, I guess, and the right into the trees, so it's had a weird animation there. But you know, I'm coming for the generator. Hit this one as well, and there's still nothing. So they're not in any of these houses that I've seen so far. No sounds have been made. I see a knife there. Definitely want to go grab that because who knows where they could be. But no screams, no nothing. Because even if they're hiding, once you hit that generator, you're gonna, well, 1, turn out the power of the whole place. 2, they're gonna scream and their fear level is gonna go up. So once their fear level is up, you can come in for the kill. But they just weren't there. I was sensing for them. I just couldn't find them. Like I didn't know where they were, where they would be. I was checking everywhere. I hit the generators and everything, just searching through. I figured they must be really good at hiding. I see them there on the sense here, so I'm like, all right. So they're just chilling somewhere. So I go to shift over to them, I believe this is called. I get stuck on this sign here, this little area. So I'm like, okay, what's happening over here? They're actually behind the like exit area here, and they must have thought that I couldn't get them or something. Obviously, there's no way for me to get in there. But once you're Jason, you gotta think. I had the stalk on to try to surprise them, but didn't work. So I throw the knife at her, at this Deborah here. Tiffany is a little bit lower, and obviously a glitch being floating kind of like above the air, but she had a spray, so I was like, all right, let's try her. Now she was a little bit smart. She was actually moving. Deborah was not, so I was like, all right, let me just throw knives at her. Now I'm out of knives, which is a bad part, so I'm like, maybe I can hit him with a weapon, and it just wasn't working. So they probably think they've got this game in the bag. So I'm like, all right, let's see how they got over there. Come over here, the railing. So I want to see if they're running around. They're standing still. So the railing actually only doesn't go that far. It just goes down a little bit. So I just walk around this way, and I figure I can swing it up from here. So I walk around, and she probably thinks that I can't hit her. I can't swing at her, but I can grab her. So I grab her. She has a knife, so I figured that she's going to run or something. I don't even know. But their glitching definitely went wrong, and so she goes further with the plan. So I was like, all right, I can't swing at them, then let me grab them. So I grab Tiffany here, bring her up, and that's like with the 2 kills that I said earlier. Not a lot of room needed, so I can do this body slam one real quick, right on this rock. Pretty painful. She shoots me with the flare, so stupidly. I fling her down on the rock. She shoots me with the flare. I don't even know why. So I try to be careful not to run into a death area. Just grab her, and not a lot of space needed for the head punch either. There it is, knocked it clean off. And that was my flawless game as Jason, exposing these glitchers because their glitch spot went wrong. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please like and subscribe for more content, and comment down below if you want to see more Friday the 13th or anything like that. But anyways, I'll see you all in the next video. Love you all. Peace.